Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we got to 6K subscribers.
Did we really?
That happened out of nowhere. Look at that. How's it going, my
Yeah, I didn't even
friends?
know
Let
that.
us know
That's
if you're
crazy.
in the channel. Yeah, that came out of nowhere. We need like 20 more, and then bam, we got 20. Let's go, my friends. 6,000 subscribers. You guys are here for it. This just happened. What's going on, Football Talk with Benny? How you doing today, my friend? How are you doing? Thank you, Shane. Much love. We don't know how it happened. Just looked it up, and suddenly we're at 6K. Very exciting stuff. I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully, we continue to grow this channel, and we're gonna add some really cool stuff soon. I wanna get some Madden. I've been thinking about doing like Madden rebuilds and stuff. I know Anthony talked about this in the past, but doing some cool like futuristic Madden rebuilds would be kind of cool, I think. Thank you, Michael. Much appreciated. Noam, 2 more days. Positive inertia. I feel you. Eric Flowers sucks eggs and Washington acting like he is Quentin Nelson. I have to say, I was at the gym when I heard about this Eric Flowers nonsense, and I started cracking up. And everyone was probably like, "What the hell is this guy doing?" But I know people are like, "Oh, he's a better guard," but he's still Eric Flowers. Like, you think Washington saw enough of him a couple of years ago? I guess Riverboat Ron really did not understand what Eric Flowers brought to the table. Jersey Cards, hi y'all. You guys really have me looking forward to every video. I'm always like, I hope they post. It really makes me feel good. My guy, much appreciated. We really appreciate the love, and we are always posting. Every single day. I was posting when I went away. We post when I'm in the middle of the desert. When I go to Israel, we're gonna be. Nothing can stop us. I swear to God, I have to go to Israel to see some family in a couple months, and I will be posting in the desert. You better believe that. What's up, guys? Love the channel. You guys are one of the only Giants channels I can binge watch. Hate Sam, much love, bro. Gotta love it. And amazing episode yesterday, the cornerback versus wide receiver thing. Very, very interesting conversation that we did have, Anthony and I. I think I won that conversation by a landslide. I know Anthony will probably disagree, but I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna take the.
I didn't take a strong stance on it. I didn't pick a side.
You were like New Zealand. You were.
Yeah, it was neutral. I see the argument for both, and I don't really mind. Dude, I think that Patrick Surtain and J.C. Horn are really talented. We don't have any depth at corner, I mean,
they're talented,
decent depth, but I don't know. Obviously, you know my personal preference. If Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle are on the board, I am taking them over J.C. Horn or Patrick Surtain. But I'm just saying I'm not going to blow a gasket if the Giants go the other way.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And Football Talk with Benny. Dude, Alex, don't want to distract you from the draft. We'll talk about this really quickly. How did you start ESM and stuff? I wanted to do it for my job one day, and it would be awesome to hear your journey. If anyone else is in here and interested and getting into sports media and journalism and, creating content like that, it really is just about consistency. It's about waking up every day. And if you love sports, which I know everybody in here right now absolutely loves sports, why not make that your job? Why not create content around it, have fun with it? Just creating something for the future. It's really just, you have to love it. You have to love creating content. You have to gain skills. That's really it. It's really fun, and I really enjoy it. Football Talk with Ben. You can hit me up on the side, and I'd love to break it down for you even more. But let's get back to the draft stuff. A lot of people like Devonta Smith if he's there. Look, I just was looking at Devonta Smith and Jalen Waddle, and either of those guys, man, I'm fine with either of those guys. Both of them are absolute studs.
Pat Shurmur, I do not miss you in the slightest. I did meet you, fun fact, when I went to the Tom Coughlin charity event. I did shake hands with Pat Shurmur and said, "Hey, Coach, hope you have a good day."
Did you really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I met Pat Shurmur. I shook his hand.
Did he strike you with death and fear that he might ruin your team one day?
No, he was just I was just like, "Hey, Coach." And then he shook my hand. I almost just did it just to do it. I was like, I want to be able to say I shook the head coach of the Giants. So I was just like, "Hey, Coach, hope you have a good day." And then he was like, "Thank you. Have a good one." It was just random. I could have tried to ask him a question, but I know he wouldn't have wanted to answer any questions there. He was going to get interviewed afterwards because he was winning the award at that event. So
what's he winning an award for?
Charity work, And I mean, as much as I hate him as a coach of the Giants, Pat Shurmur's a good guy. He does good charity work, so shout out Pat Shurmur, I guess. But don't miss you in New York at all. Yeah, shout out Pat Shurmur. Do we want to start this smart mock draft? Want to get started?
One second, guys. If you wouldn't mind, make sure to hit the like button so we get some more heads in here talking draft and whatnot. And make sure to go like and I just tweeted about it on Twitter. If you guys could do me a favor and like and retweet that, get some more people on here. Want to have some fun, do some final mock drafts with you guys. I know a bunch of people just said today. I think somebody just mocked Kwity Paye to the Giants. Another analyst, forget who it was. Somebody big too. It wasn't Chris Sims, but I know Mark Ross has already said, something about edge rusher and Gregory Rousseau and Kwity Paye. Who just did that? Let me look for it. Either way, I don't know, man. I don't see the Kwity Paye hype personally. I get why they like him. He's a good run stopper, but I don't see the Kwity Paye hype right now. I think for the most part,
I think Kwity Paye is the safest edge rusher prospect in this class. I think that's the appeal. He's the safest. He's going to be a good player. Right, because he's going to be a good player. He's not necessarily going to be a 10-sack-a-year dominant pass rusher, but he's going to be great against the run, and he's got all the physical tools and athleticism. He's safe. He's a safe pick, but I just don't think that he's a fit with the Giants necessarily. But he is the safest edge rusher. Aziz, he seems pretty safe as a pass rusher, but now questions about his knee injuries. Jalen Phillips has the medical history that's scary, makes him an unsafe pick, and they're all kind of unsafe. Every edge rusher in this class. I mean, Gregory Rousseau. Do we even have to mention how unsafe that pick is? So I just think he's safest. So that's his appeal.
I get he's safe, but I still I don't think he's a top 15 talent. I'd say he's in the 15 to 25 range is how I'd say. I mean, the Giants. I mean, I saw today. A lot of teams this year, this has actually blew my mind. A lot of teams this year don't even have more than 20 players with first-round grades on them. How crazy is that? There's not even 20 players in this draft, which would that's what I saw from somebody. I forget who it was, but it was somebody reliable. And if that is the case, there's no reason to trade back in this year's draft. You sit pretty at 11, you take the best player on the board. You take the best player on the board. Hands down in NFL DNA. How's it going, guys? How do you feel? Do you think the Giants will trade down? No, I don't think they will trade down because I think they have an opportunity to sit there at 11 and get an elite level talent. You know what I mean? Like elite, we're talking gold standard, and 5 picks back might be silver standard. You know what I mean? It might not be the gold level player that we're looking for. It could be a silver level player. So I'm kind of sticking with staying at 11. And going with the best player on the board, which could be Parsons. He's my number 1 defender. You could go with either the Alabama boys. And what I was thinking about before was the Giants brought in a lot of coaches. They have the biggest coaching staff in the NFL right now. They have a lot of coaches coming directly from college this year or last year. They have a lot of information on these players, right? A lot of information on these players. It makes me think that, the Giants might be going with one of those Alabama guys because they have such good core connections with Alabama and Nick Saban and the coaching staff. Anthony, do you think that one of these Alabama guys could be the pick there? Or do you think it's probable even?
By Alabama guys, you mean the receivers, right? Waddle and Smith?
Yeah, not Surtain. Just Waddle or Smith.
My final draft prediction, the Giants are going to draft Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle. I think that's what they do.
Me too. I think that's my final.
I think the connections are there, of course. Those are obvious. And then I just think that the quotes that we've heard and the reported interest that we've seen from all the beat writers and insiders seems like the Giants are hoping that one of those 2 guys falls to them, and they're going to take them if they do. And then after that, if those 2 guys aren't on the board for some reason, I don't know what the Giants do. I have no idea what they do, and I don't think they do either. I think that they're banking on one of those 2 falling, and I'm sure they have backup plans, but I think it's all dependent on what happens in those first 10 picks, and I definitely think that trading down is on the board. I guess, 2 more days and then we find out, but I think that's my final prediction. The Giants are taking an Alabama wide receiver at 11.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it now is that I'm pretty sure 5 quarterbacks are going to go off the board in the first 10 picks. I think it's going to be Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson. I really do think that Mac Jones is going to go to San Francisco. I think that they like him. I know they say Trey Lance or Mac Jones, but I think it's going to be Mac Jones. And then you have, obviously, Justin Fields and Trey Lance as your next guys. So the people are going to trade up for them. People are going to go and get their quarterbacks. So I think that'll probably happen. And then if 5 quarterbacks go in the top 10 picks, that leaves these 5, let's say 6 players. These 6 players will be available. One of them will be available for the Giants. Devonta Smith, Jamar Chase, Penei Sewell, Rashawn Slater, Jalen Waddle, or Micah Parsons. Was that 6 or 7? I don't even know. I might have passed 6 already. But any of those players is a home run selection for the Giants. It's an elite level prospect. They have a chance at one of those guys. You know what I mean? Like, this is an easy draft for the Giants. You just wait. Yeah, shout out to Airborne Cheeseburger. I know he made it 15 minutes late, but you're good. We're actually only 10 minutes in, so you're not even that late. And appreciate all the love, all the subscribers here. I know Anthony's put it in the chat. I just want to thank you guys so much for getting us to 6K. We're to 6K subscribers today. Big feat for us. We were talking about 5K a couple months ago, not even like a month and a half ago. We've already gone up 1,000 subscribers in like a month. So that's a huge boost for us. Really appreciate all the love. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure to do so. Really, really appreciate it. And we're going to have a really fun time on the draft stream on Thursday. And hopefully we'll have some stuff to give away. I'm going to give stuff away from the ESM store throughout. So we got some really cool T-shirts. Anthony's wearing one of them right now. Check that out. So we'll give away a couple of those. You'll be able to wear some Kenny New York Giants stuff. And we have so many other cool things. I have some bobbleheads from Foco like this. I'll show you guys. I actually have a couple right here. So these little bobbleheads, I'm going to get a couple of these, maybe different ones that I'll be able to give away on the channel. And that'll be pretty fun. So I'm excited about that too. I just spoke with them today. So they're going to give us some stuff to give away. Pat Shermer wants Anthony to twerk. That might also be on the agenda. That'll be hilarious. Greg, how's it going, my friend? How are you doing today? I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. Thanks for tuning into Fireside Giants at 2:50 in the afternoon. Much love. 73 people in here. Hopefully to get over 100 very soon. Make sure to hit that like button so we can get more people in here and do some final mock drafts. So Anthony, if you want to do some final drafts, we can go through a couple scenarios. We'll be in here for about maybe another like 45 minutes or so. And Evan Ingram, the last thing I'd ever do is make an ESM shirt for you. I'd probably drop it in the dirt. And Alex, I'm better than Joe Judge. Pat. I gotta get you a therapist, my friend.
You want to do the mock draft then?
Yeah, I'm down. If you guys want to do a mock draft with us, we'll go through a couple different scenarios. You guys can choose who we pick. We'll do kind of like a poll type of thing, and we'll do that. So that'll be fun.
So what we're gonna do here, Alex and I are gonna take turns picking for each team. Then number 11, once we get to the 11th pick, when the Giants are picking, we will discuss it together and discuss it with all of you. Also, don't mind how many tabs and windows and stuff I have open. It's finals week. It's a real pain in the butt, so I've got a lot of different notes and stuff open. Ignore that. But okay, here we go. So pick number 1. All right. Do you want to be evens or odds, Alex? Let's see.
Well, before we do that, what's going on, Carter? What's up, Alexandru? My name's Alexander, so interesting spin on that. How's it going, my friends? I will go with – wait, what was your question again?
Let's have the chat decide. Chat, is Alex even or odd? Even or –
Am I even or odd? You're saying because I have to pick? Who would you be most excited if we pick? I mean, I'll just do even. I'll be even. I like even.
Do even. One of the chat to pick. Well, if they said even.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Anyway. Okay, with the number 1 pick, I am going with Mac Jones. Just kidding.
Shane.
Trevor Lawrence.
Damn you, Shane.
I think
definitely
this is the obvious pick for Jacksonville. He's just the highest score quarterback prospect to come out in a very long time.
Kyle Pitts is the second-ranked player now. This guy has been.
No, that's not how this works. It's the predictive board. It's because these teams don't have tight end as one of their needs, so that this is the first one that has tight end as a need, so it goes to him. It's for when you do the simulated.
Okay.
No, you could do their player rankings for their player rankings.
Okay, that makes sense. He's still 3 though. Wow, Zach Wilson's isn't even ahead of Pitts or Penei Sewell. That's interesting.
I have a higher grade on Pitts than Penei Sewell and Zach Wilson.
Really?
Yeah.
Look, Zach Wilson just.
I've never seen a player like Kyle Pitts, dude.
No, me too. But I'm saying positional value based, Zach Wilson.
Positional value doesn't go into grades. That's
fair.
rankings. That's your rankings.
Yeah, but I feel like it does. Because how do you grade 2 players like similarly? They're so different in terms of like how you're grading them to begin with. You know what I mean?
Well, you have different grading rubrics for each position, and then you grade the
Right,
player.
right.
And then
I'm just
when
saying,
you
like,
make
but
the
doesn't the
board and
positional
you rank
value?
them,
I guess
it
it's
doesn't
also
change the
needs.
grade.
There's a lot
You
of different
grade the
factors.
player. No, you grade the player. Then when you make a list of players and you rank them, that's when you decide, oh, positional value. Let me push this guy down despite him having a better grade. But you can usually, what NFL teams do, they'll make two boards. They'll make a board of just the highest graded players, and then they'll make a board of the highest graders with positional value factored in. So if you do have the tight end as your highest graded player, you might move him down a little bit for a guy like a quarterback, and that's where difference comes into play. But I definitely do have a higher grade on Kyle Pitts than most players in this class, other than I think Trevor Lawrence, because
Interesting.
Kyle
he's
Pitts,
close.
dude,
Kyle Pitts is
he hasn't dropped a pass in 2 years.
That's a fact. That's insane. A fact.
All right, so Trevor Lawrence, number 1 overall to Jacksonville. I'll let you take the Jets pick. I think this is another easy one. Fly through the first 2 probably.
Zach Wilson, my long lost cousin. Dads are fighting. What's good, Nate G? How you doing, my friend? Make sure to get that schoolwork done, though. And good luck on your geography, NFL DNA.
I'm going to need a couple of inputs from the chat here. Number 3 overall. All right, so Alex, are we going to do this based on what we think will happen, or are we going to do this based on what we think should happen? Or a little bit of both? Because I think that they should take Justin Fields. Now, I agree with you. I think that they are going to go with Mac Jones, but I think they absolutely should take Justin Fields. I'm not afraid of the epilepsy thing. Sounds like some people are. But I'll take the input from the fans. Do what will happen, Airborne.
I thought I'm even here. You're my bad. You're at 3.
You already picked.
Maniac.
Get your head in the game, man.
My bad. Oh, that's interesting. Pitts told the media today he doesn't even think he'll go in the first 4 picks. That's one way to ruin your draft stock.
Well, no, he's just good. All right, everyone's saying Mac Jones now. There was a few Fields.
I think Mac Jones too.
Quickly to Mac. All right, so we want to do what we think will happen, not what we think should happen. So we'll go Mac here, but now let's get really interesting here now, Alex, because you're up on the board at 4. Are we going to stick and pick with every team, or should we have trades? So now everyone can give their input. Do we want to do trades again? Trying to gear this towards the viewers, see what they want us to do. What do they want?
So Atlanta's a tough one. I actually think Alexandru is right. I think they're going to go take Justin Fields. I think they're going to take.
Think that they're going to take him?
Yeah, because I think that they're going to have to rebuild eventually, and I mean, they're not going to win a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan right now. You know what I mean? I think that Justin Fields, having him learn behind Matt Ryan for a year might be super beneficial. They can kick off this rebuild easily because Matt Ryan, I mean, he's not washed, but he's not going to win a Super Bowl anytime soon. You know what I mean? His career's pretty much washed.
It's dwindling. It's definitely
Atlanta lost a bunch of players too. Atlanta lost a bunch of defenders. They lost KZ. They lost Keanu Neal. They didn't do much in free agency either. Their cap space is screwed right now. They're trying to get rid of Julio Jones. You know what I mean? Like they might just, I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're tight on cap.
Right.
I think they're really tight on cap, but I don't think they're going quarterback. I think they're trading down absolutely. But you're the general manager for the Falcons in this scenario, so you want to go Fields?
Yes, I'm going to go Fields.
Okay. All right, now here's the fun one. This is the one that keeps getting debated all over Twitter, YouTube, and everything else. What are the Bengals doing? Are they taking Jamar Chase or Penei Sewell? That's the question.
Jamar Chase. Now, Jamar Chase for sure.
I think that they should go Penei Sewell. That's my opinion. I think they.
Yeah, but dude, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow together, they're like that's a match made in heaven. You know what I mean? Like it makes so much sense.
Yeah, it does, but I don't care. I think that they should go Penei Sewell, but I think when the Miami Dolphins made that trade, personally, they have some insider information. They know that the Bengals are going with Jamar Chase. That's what I think that they're doing. I think they're taking Chase. I don't think they should, but we're going to go Chase for them. Because that seems to be based on what the Dolphins did today. They made it very clear that their starting tackle is now moving into guard. Looks like they're targeting Penei Sewell. They're pretty certain that the Bengals are taking Chase. So with that in mind, I am going to go ahead and go with Jamar Chase.
However, Burrow's leg apparently votes Sewell, so there's that.
Shout out Shane. Burrow's leg votes Sewell.
It's a good one.
That was a good one.
Okay, so it's my turn on the Dolphins now. Yeah, I mean, it's Sewell. Sewell here. The big
right now, this is getting really interesting because now Kyle Pitts is falling. I usually have him going here at 6, but yeah, I think they're going. I think the Dolphins made that trade for Sewell, so I think that's their pick there. So
Look, it's got to be Penei. It's got to be Penei Sewell. I mean, the reality is simple here. Tua needs protection. I don't even think he's like an amazing quarterback, but if they're going to get him to where they imagine him being, they need to get him a good. The thing is, here's the interesting thing about Tua. His blind side is actually at right tackle. So interesting scenario there. They got another first round pick, didn't they? They could wait and get like Elijah Vera Tucker in the mid rounds or something.
They have one at 18.
They have one at 18, so they can get Vera Tucker at 18, and they can get the blind side figured out. So it could be Pitts. Honestly, it could be Pitts. But they do got Mike Gesicki, who I like, but he's not very. I wouldn't pass on Pitts because of Mike Gesicki. To be real here.
So what's your pick then? You made a case for Pitts. You made a case for Sewell. I know. Sewell, man.
I'm just kind of going back and forth now. I'm gonna go. I think.
What do you think they will do?
You think it's Sewell? Who's next? The Lions. The Lions need protection too.
I'm trying to see at this point, where is Pitts gonna fall to? I guess Carolina. Like, can a team trade up? I don't know. It's like, where does Pitts go if he doesn't go in the top 6? Because every mock draft kind of has top 6.
Who do you think, guys? Who do you think? I need some help here with the Dolphins. Sewell or Pitts? Because, like I said, Sewell, you help Tua a lot, but that's not his blind side. Right tackle is his blind side. So, like, how do you can't really justify him as like a star left tackle. Obviously, he will be, but like, you need the blind side for Tua because he's a lefty. But Pitts, I mean, that's a hell of a freaking selection to give to Tua. It's a hell of a playmaker. Damn, you guys are just as confused as I am right now. Okay, so we got a lot of Pitts, a lot of
it's 7-6 right now.
7-6 right now. Who's 7-7 for who? Oh wait, there's a Pitts.
7-7. It's
come on, guys. We need one. Who's the next person that Sewell? Okay, it's Sewell. It's Sewell.
Okay. It was actually 8-8, and then now it's actually 10-8 for Pitts. Now it's 10 for 11. Or, oh my god. Okay. 11-11. It's literally
that's 3 Sewells in a row. That's 3 Sewells in a row. It might be tied now.
All right, so you want to go Sewell?
No, go Pitts because the blind side is his right tackle side. They can go with Elijah Vera Tucker at 18.
Tucker played left tackle.
Yeah, but he can play. But you're not drafting. He also played right guard. Like, he has experience at both, I think. And I don't think you're taking Sewell to be your right tackle. You know what I mean?
I think you do.
You can also go Christian.
Okay, you want? All right, final answer. Pitts or Sewell?
Pitts.
Final answer. Okay.
Pitts.
That one took.
It pains me to do that.
But I think they go Sewell. This would look different for me. I'm here. I'm the Lions. I'm taking Jamar Chase. I think that one's pretty easy. Where is he?
You already did.
Oh wait, no, he's already off. Oh man, I forgot about that. I never get to this point where Jamar Chase, he's like always on the board at 7 for me. All right, so now who is it? Is it Sewell for the Lions? This is tough. I think they're going receiver. They've set themselves up to where they're going.
You're at the Lions right now. Okay. Lions.
Hold on a second though. We missed our boy Tuto popped up in the stream. Thank you so much for the donation, Tuto.
Tuto, my man.
Ciao. How you doing? Really hope the Giants don't screw up this year's draft again.
Forget about it.
Yeah, I don't think that they will. I think it's really hard to screw it up at 11 this year. There's so much talent that's going to be on the board for them. It's about the middle rounds for them. Can they nail those? So
my man Tuto, much love, man. Hope Palermo's doing well. Hope everyone's safe and healthy. We got the Euro squad on today because it's the middle of the day. Gotta love it.
Seems like people are leaning. Everyone's going receiver in the chat. Everyone's saying receiver. So I guess we're not considering Trey Lance.
Not yet. I don't feel well. I'm okay. Wait, hold on.
I'm actually gonna do something pretty interesting here. I'm gonna make a trade with 2 of my teams. I'm going to have
Detroit. They have Jared Goff though. You really think they're going to trade for a quarterback right now?
How are they going to trade for a quarterback? They're on the board.
No, I'm saying whatever team you're about to look for. Whatever team you're about to look for. Oh, you're saying, oh, my bad. Okay, sorry.
The
My
Lions
very
are on the
mild
clock.
dyslexia kicked in. My very
I'm going with
mild
the
dyslexia.
Broncos. I think the Broncos are moving up 2 picks, and they're going to give
You don't
up
think?
a third
Okay.
and a fifth for that because
You think
everyone always
Panthers could go
overpays for
quarterback?
quarterback. I think that if Trey Lance is on the board, they really might strongly consider it, and I think that a lot of other teams. Trey Lance is not supposed to
King
get to
makes a good
7.
point, though. King makes a good point. But yeah, you're right, though, because a quarterback's one of the receivers, one of the star receivers will drop to them at 9 anyway. So I think you've got a good point there.
And you have the Patriots here maybe wanting to get up for Lance. You have Washington here maybe wanting to get up for Lance. You have Chicago here maybe wanting to get up for Lance. I think this makes a lot of sense for both parties. You know, Broncos give up a couple mid-round picks, move up, get their quarterback. They're still going to get their receiver right here, the Lions. So I think this makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you have no faith in Drew Lock.
I used to, but I don't now. I think that makes sense. And then I'm going Trey Lance for the Broncos here. Now you can make your pick. I know that the Panthers have been rumored to want to trade down a lot, but then I also heard that if there's an offensive tackle on the board that they like, they're absolutely.
Penei Sewell's still on the board.
He's still on the board.
Yeah, man, the tension's real. We got. Man, this is tough. What do you guys think? They just lost. They just lost Curtis Samuel. They got DJ Moore. They have Robbie Anderson. I don't think they necessarily need another premier wide receiver, but they could probably get one in the mid rounds. It's going to be Sewell here, right? You got to go Sewell.
I think it has to be Sewell. I think that's a no-brainer.
He doesn't last that long. All right, Sewell it is.
All right, so now you're here, and everyone said go Waddle. Everyone told me to go Waddle with the Lions. They're still getting Waddle. They moved back 2 spots. They got a couple extra mid-round picks. I think Waddle is the no-brain choice for them. Now you have a tough time with this number 10 pick, though, with Dallas. See who they take.
Great point with James. I said this earlier. I think this is where they're looking to. I think the Giants are looking to see which one's going. Burrow's leg is crying. Burrow's leg is absolutely crying. He's like, Jamar, protect my leg. All right, we got Dallas on the board. All right, give him a punter. Screw Dallas. But Dallas is going Surtain, Cody. I 100% agree with that. I think Dallas, they're going corner. I think JC
on the board, though?
Yeah. I think they need, dude, they have no corners. They literally have no corners.
You got to keep in mind, though, well, they have the Alabama kid that's pretty good. He's going to do second year. Some growth from him. Yeah, Diggs. He's good. But you got to keep in mind, this is the team that took Zach Martin from offensive tackle and put him right in at right guard. He became an all-pro. Like, this is their MO, you know?
Yes.
I think that they absolutely could go Slater here.
That's fair. That's fair. They do have that track record. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. You guys think they're going Slater. All right, it looks like Dallas goes Slater according to everybody. But Surtain is in need. They do need corners. We are going to absolutely crush their secondary next season if they do not draft a corner, which is good for us. And our defense is capable of still beating up on their guy. I guess you got to – all right, guys, let's do this one more time. Slater or Patrick Surtain, what do you guys think? Their defense is garbage.
What do you think that they will do? Not what they should do. What do you think they will do? That's what
it's hard. It's hard. Surtain and Slater is tough. You know, Surtain and Slater are both, are both tough to choose between. But it looks like a lot of people think Slater's an easy decision for them. But I think their defense is going to be garbage, man. Like, they're not going to be good at all. They don't have much of a secondary. They lost Aldon Smith, who already was kind of skeptical to begin with. Damn, we're even again.
It's split again. Yeah, it's even.
They have to go corner. I think I'm going to go with Surtain. I'm going to go with Surtain. I'm going to go with Surtain. I think they need it. Like, their offensive line will always be decent. They need a corner, though. Like, they have no choice, really.
I think that in that situation, if I were them, I would go Slater. But you disagree. That's fine. You were on the board. If it was me picking for Dallas, I would have went with.
But now we got a bunch of look at the players we have on the board, guys. Rashawn Slater, Micah Parsons, and Devonta Smith. How do you even choose between those 3 guys? How do you even choose?
And you have the option to trade down. You got to keep that in mind because we still do have a quarterback on the board. Do we not?
No, we don't. They're all gone.
Oh crap! I forgot. Mac Jones went 3. That's so funny. Oops.
Yeah, I mean, is the easy choice Smith here? Because Rashawn Slater, Or Micah Parsons, man, the guy's these are 3 potentially generational talents. You have to look. I think all of them are probably graded similarly. You have to take the one that you need the most, right? Which is probably Slater. But I mean, passing on Smith, man, that's hard. God, this is going to be such a fun draft. I'm so excited to watch this live, guys. I'm so freaking excited to watch this live. I'm going to be so hyped up. I'm going to be like going crazy after every pick. Everybody thinks Smith is the easy selection here, though. Trade down. I mean,
everyone's saying Devontae Smith, and I think that's what the Giants will do.
Don't let the Eagles get a good player. Don't let the Eagles get Smith or
Parsons. They're getting a good player regardless, bro.
I'm internally conflicted right now. You can't let the Eagles get any of those 3 players. The only one I'd rather have them have Slater than Parsons or Smith. Michael Parsons would haunt us for eternity with the Eagles.
They're not going to take Parsons anyway, but everyone's saying Devontae Smith. I think that they would go Smith, and you asked if they were to trade down, who would they go to? I think it would either be the Chargers, I think, obviously that screenshot was fake, but in this scenario with Slater sitting on the board, they might try to move up, or they might try to move up to get Slater. These are 2 teams back-to-back that really need an offensive lineman. So I think that one of those 2 teams could try and trade up, give up a 3rd-round pick, get Slater. And then, of course, if quarterback's on the board here, but it's not. So I think those are really your options, or one of these guys looking for a tackle.
It's the Patriots, the one team. Patriots are the team I'd be looking to trade with. But if you trade with the Patriots, you're missing out on the top guys. Like, you're not going to get Slater, Smith, or Parsons. You got to go with one of those guys.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going Devontae Smith because that's what I think that the Giants will do. And I'd be happy with it.
Last year, 24.
And we totally just gave it to the Eagles in that situation because we know that they were looking for Smith. So, hold that.
Yeah, screw you. Screw Philadelphia for that. So now what? The Eagles, they're like, we get Parsons or Slater. What do you think? What do you think they do here? I think they go Slater. You can't pass on Slater at that point. And their offensive line had some serious issues last year. They also have a terrible secondary.
I think that they go Horn, like the chat is saying.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right.
Corner. Yeah, because here's the thing. I think I don't really think that their offensive line was bad. I think they have a lot of talent. They had a lot of injuries, but those guys are coming back. Plus, I think the problem was Carson Wentz. He held on to the football an extraordinary amount of time, and he gave himself a lot of sacks. But whole chat is saying Horn. I agree. But it's your pick, Alex. What's the pick?
You want to hear a dad joke for you?
Okay, fine.
I think the Eagles are a little horny. We're going Horn. We're going Horn.
I actually hate you, bro. All right, this is the easiest pick I've had to make yet. Rashawn Slater here to the Chargers. We know that they need an offensive lineman. They're trying to get one. I wouldn't even be surprised if they trade into the top 10 for Slater or for Sewell. So this is no-brainer.
I mean,
they're going Rashawn Slater.
They're going Sewell. They need Justin Herbert to live to see another day. I am CJ. I am a troll. I literally am a human troll. I live in a cave.
Here's a tough one for you.
Ross, keep your money. I don't want it. Oh my God. Hey, you're here for the dad jokes, right? Or you're here for Giants football? I'm not totally sure anymore. The Vikings, they need a pass rush desperately. It's got to be Kwity Paye, right? I think that's probably where they go with this, Nate. I think you're probably right. I think Kwity Paye is probably.
I totally disagree.
Really? I think they just lost to Fetty, who was their best pass rusher last year. You know, they kind of have to. They had the worst pass rush in the NFL last year. They have to go with somebody. They may even go with Jalen Phillips, honestly.
They have had one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL for like 5 years, and they keep promising to fix it, and they just keep failing.
That's fair. So you want to go with Christian Darrisaw or Barrett Tucker?
It's your pick. It's your pick. You want to go Kwity Paye? I'm just giving my opinion.
That's facts. He isn't. And Shane, you're right. He is an NFC North type of player. He is an NFC North type of pick. They already have Anthony Barr and Michael Kendricks. They don't need Parsons. Eric Kendricks. Yep. So I agree with that. I agree with that. They have those good linebackers, and they do need an offensive lineman. But is there any offensive lineman? Do they have any other picks? Where's their? They don't have any for other first rounds, I imagine, right? They kind of are just like in the middle of nowhere every year. I'm gonna say you guys think that they're gonna go with a pass rusher. I think you guys are right. I think Kwity Paye is the move for them. I think they go Kwity Paye. They want a good run stuffer. They don't go offensive line. Why would that change now? You know?
Okay. Kwity Paye's a pick. All right, here I am. I am the New England Patriots. Oh, you know what? I should try and find this. Did you guys hear about that leak trade that happened with the Patriots?
That what? The leaked trade?
Mm-hmm.
There was a leaked trade with the Patriots?
Yes,
I
it
didn't see
was,
that.
and I'm going to try and find it. So the leaked trade, someone posted a picture of the film room or like the draft room for the Packers, and there was a piece of paper sitting on the desk, and it wasn't supposed to be visible in this picture. But in this picture, the trade was, here's the trade they made. The Packers, and this was one of their many options that they had, but on this, I guess there's a deal in place with the Patriots if the board doesn't break their way. It's going to be Jordan Love and pick 29 and a round 4 pick to move up to 15.
That's good, Jack. Say that one more time. I was distracted.
The Patriots would give up. They would move back from 15 to 29, and they would gain Jordan Love and a 4th round pick. If they're getting their quarterback, Jordan Love.
Really?
That's the leak. I don't even know how true it is, but the leak is
really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Because I saw videos last year that Jordan Love couldn't even hit the freaking net when he was throwing. He was so inaccurate.
Should we spice this up and make this mock trade? Or should we just stick and pick? Because I think Micah Parsons makes so much sense for them here.
Yeah. I mean, Micah Parsons, yeah, but like they don't necessarily go after guys that have these. That is a really interesting. I mean, Micah Parsons on New England would be absolutely awesome for them.
Is that true, Michael Skirbo or Serbo? I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but is that true? Because what I read about it was that
it was not legit.
All right, so then let's toss that out there. I think Michael Parsons is their pick.
The Beast Tuto at it again, donating. Thank you so much, my man Tuto. Giants OL has been non-existent for the last 10 years, and they were ranked 31st, second worst in scoring. We definitely need running and pass protection. Agree with you, Tuto. I 100% agree. That's why we got Daniel Jones a little bit more weaponry. We got him another weapon to utilize. But I think, yeah, you got to go Micah here. It's got to be Parsons for them. I'm on the train with everybody else. So that's you already made that pick. Cool.
That's the pick I made. Now you got a tough one here. This team is hard to predict, honestly. Well, and I could see them trading down. I could see teams trading up for a tackle here for an edge. And I could see them potentially trading down. So you have fun with this one.
Well, let's look at it objectively. They have DeAndre Hopkins, they got JJ Watt, and they lost Patrick Peterson, but they could go Caleb Farley here. That would be an interesting pick for them, wouldn't it?
It would definitely be interesting, but
do you think
his agent has been telling people that he's going to go in the top 20 and a lot. And
16 might be early.
NFL teams have been telling reporters that he could go to the second round. So.
Yeah, I don't know. They got Malcolm Butler for 1 year, so they might want to draft somebody. They might want to draft a corner. I think linebacker. What are their weaknesses? What
corners? So they're right here.
No, okay. So it needs CB a linebacker. Zavin Collins makes a lot of sense for me too. There, I think he'd be great with Arizona.
I don't like that scheme fit personally.
I think it would be fine. I think that he'd be good because he can do so many different things.
But you got to remember they won Isaiah Simmons last year, so I don't know if they go linebacker.
That's true. Well, but yeah, but he's like a unicorn. I don't even know what to do with him.
Jalen Phillips. They don't know how to use him.
Tevin Jenkins.
That's interesting.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think they would go cornerback here or a pass rusher? I'm thinking maybe. I think go with Caleb Farley. I think go with Caleb Farley here. I think they need a cornerback to develop behind Malcolm Butler.
This one's easy for me. I think they're going offensive tackle no matter what. If you saw what they did, they have complete turnover on their offensive line. They
That's true. Gabe
traded or
Jackson's gone.
removed all 5 of them are gone.
Oh my
Except
God.
or 4 of the 5. They re-signed Colton Miller. But I think that they
Okay.
got rid of 3 or 4 of their 5 offensive linemen. So I think that they go offensive tackle here. It's, pick your poison. Tevin Jenkins is a real mauler, though. But I think that
Okay.
he's right side, right? Offensive tackle. I'm pretty sure he played right tackle and Darisaw played left. So I'm going to go with Darisaw for them. Since they do have Colton Miller, I think that makes more sense. Now, here you go. This one's fun because, like you said, you wanted to get them an offensive tackle to protect Tua's blind side. You have a premier right tackle sitting on the board, so it might have worked out for you, but they also could go Jalen Phillips. So this is an interesting one for you, dude. You're mute. I can't hear you.
My bad. It's gotta be Tevin Jenkins at right tackle, right?
Personally, yeah, I think so. I think that's the perfect pick there.
All right, go for it.
All right.
Go for it.
Makes a lot of sense,
You did 1 round or 2 rounds?
It's just 1 round.
Okay, so let's speed through this and do another one.
Yeah.
Let's speed through this and do a second one because I don't give a crap about the freaking Washington football team.
Yeah, but who do you think they would go here? I think Zavin Collins makes a lot of sense in that scheme, though.
Yeah, go for it. That sounds good to me, honestly.
Actually, I don't know, honestly, because I think that they're in a 4-3 now, right? Because I know they used to be in a 3-4. I think they moved to a 4-3 once Ron Rivera came to town. So
you think they might want a receiver? They don't need a receiver though. Yeah, it's like
they could totally use a receiver.
Bateman would be sick for them.
Yeah,
or they have Brian Fitzmagic.
Yeah, quarterback makes sense, but they weren't able to trade up for one because, like I said, my mock trade was Trey Lance to the Broncos.
They had to give up the house.
I think actually what I'm going to do here, I think that because they need a safety and they need a linebacker, and I think that when you look at a guy like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, he would be really good for that scheme because he is a coverage linebacker.
Shane Farley went to Arizona, and Sticky Fingertip Z12. Do crabs think fish can fly? That's a great question. I don't even think crabs can think. Do you think
that question just hurt my head in the worst way? I now have a migraine, and I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight. Thank you very much for that. But also, thank you so much for the donation.
Yeah, thank you for the donation. Thank you for absolutely mind destroying me right now.
All right, I'm going JOK. I think he makes a lot of sense for them. Plays that hybrid role. I think that's what they need.
Fish.
Now you have a fun one here, again with Chicago.
Depends on the crabs. Chicago. They have Khalil Mack. And OT. They need OT. Probably go with Elijah Vera Tucker for them. I think that makes the most sense.
That's interesting. I think that's interesting. I think I would go Bateman, but there's a couple other teams.
They still have Allen Robinson, and they got that guy Moore, right? Moody, who's actually looked really good last year.
Darnell Mooney, yeah. But remember, they tried really hard to sign Kenny Galladay, so they're clearly in the market for a receiver. But yeah, I'm gonna go. You said you want Vera Tucker. I agree. I think Vera
Tucker is the way to go, though. I think they don't have a quarterback either, though, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Andy Dalton's not doing much in Chicago, I'll tell you that.
All right, here's another interesting one. Let's see. I like them going wide receiver a lot.
They got Michael Pittman. They got Michael Pittman, too.
Bateman. Shane says Elijah Moore. Yeah, they have Pittman, but I've said this to you.
And they got Paris Campbell, right?
Pittman's going to be one of the best wide receiver twos in the NFL. He is the highest floor out of those prospects last year.
They still got T.Y., right? They still got T.Y. Hilton. He's kind of washed, though.
Yeah, I mean, everyone that you just mentioned is like a WR2,
Yeah, but is Bateman a wide receiver 1 off the bat? I think he might need a year to get there.
Absolutely. No, I don't think so.
You think so?
He's WR1. I do. I think he's my pick there. I'm going to go with Bateman.
His life-saving us today. I really appreciate it, Tuto.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tuto.
You're the man. Giants draft BPA talent at 11, a true locker room leader, future gold jacket, and Hall of Fame candidate who would change the team's dynamic.
Yeah, I think that they'll get one.
I think Devonta Smith, we might have got one.
Yeah, we went with Devonta Smith in this one at 11. The board fell really nicely for that. Came close, though. He was the only top receiver on the board. Yeah, so
DNA.
I'm going to go Rashad Bateman here. I think that they need that WR1, and I personally see Rashad Bateman being that. So,
facts. Guys, I'm getting too antsy. Can you knock some sense into me? Absolutely. What are you worried about? What are you guys worried about? Malik, hey guys, haven't been here for a while. Nice to hear you again. Nice to see you here, my man. Much appreciation for coming through the live stream. We'll be doing, again, a live stream throughout the draft, the entire first round and the second day. So I'm really excited about that. We'll be giving away stuff from the store and bobbleheads and this and that. What's going on, my man, Svi? Hoping you're having
giveaways. It'll be fun.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. I'll prepare some cool stuff for us to do as well. So really excited about that. So who'd you go with? That was my pick now for Tennessee.
Yeah, it is. But I want to answer that question real quick. Any shot we land Penei Sewell? If you want to look what happened here, Sewell did fall to 8. I could see the Giants maybe potentially trying to move up a few spots to 7. That makes sense. But personally, no, I don't think there's any chance unless they trade up. But I do see a scenario where he does slip to around that 8 range and becomes a realistic option for a trade up. Just don't think it happens. But yeah, you go ahead, you make this pick, Alex. Everyone give your input. What are the Titans doing this year?
Yeah. Appreciate it, Jamie. Thanks for tuning in, my man from the UK. Let's see. Cornerback, they need a wide receiver too. They need – is that CB? Does that say CB there?
Yep.
I think they go Greg Newsome. They just lost a lot. They lost a lot. How's it going, Chasey?
That what you want to do? Newsome? I think that Elijah Moore makes a lot of sense for them, though, personally.
Yeah, but they need a corner, dude. They lost Malcolm Butler. They lost their number 1 corner. And they lost to Dory Jackson. Yeah, we stole Dory Jackson.
All right, so Greg Newsome's a pick?
Yeah, I think Greg Newsome's the move for them.
All right, New York Jets. This is a fun one. I think this is a no-brainer, though, for them. I think that they need a pass rusher. They go Jalen Phillips. Aziz, I don't think he goes in the first round anymore with this.
Oh, they were on 4-3 anyway?
Knee injury. The Jets.
With Saleh?
That's going to be a 3-4, I'm pretty sure. Oh,
is it? They run
right now, I can't remember.
I thought they run a 4. Do they run a 4-3? I thought
it is a 4-3. You're absolutely right. It's a 4-3. It's a 4-3. You're 100% right. Nick Bosa had his hand under there. Yeah, it's a 4-3. I think Jalen Phillips is perfect.
That would be so big for them, dude. And they got Lawson too, dude. The Jets are going to be good next year, guys. I actually believe. I think they're going to be good next year. They got what's his name? Corey Davis. They got Carl Lawson. They get Zach Wilson and Jalen Phillips. That's a freaking crazy offseason. You know?
Yeah.
I think they're going to be good. We'll be better, but they're going to be good. All right. This is my pick at 24. Let's go. They have good linebackers. They need a cornerback. They need a offensive tackle. I think that they might have no choice but to go with Alex Leatherwood here. What do you think? Najee Harris?
I definitely think that you go Leatherwood, you're reaching for need. I don't necessarily see need a top talent like a first-round pick. I think that we're looking at the board now. I think we're looking at a lot of second-round prospects that are going to go in the first round. So,
but Anthony, isn't that what I said before? A lot of teams don't even have first-round grades on a lot of these players.
Low-key, I think they could go with Joe Tryon. Tryon, yeah, sorry. 3-4 defense, outside linebacker. He's an edge rusher. He's pretty solid. Teams are really high on him. A lot of people like him. And I think when you look at the fact that they just lost Bud Dupree and they don't have anyone opposite of TJ Watt right now, I think that could be the pick. But this is your pick. A lot of people are saying Najee Harris in the chat. So, if you want to go Najee, I love Najee. But
yeah, I mean, let's. I mean, I feel like they've learned their lesson though. Like James Conner did well for them. You know what I mean? Maybe
he was like a 5th-round pick though.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, do you need to go with a? That's what I'm saying. Like, do you need to go with a running back in the first round?
You don't need to. You know me. I never go with a running back in the first round. But it's up to you. What do you think they're going to do? What do you think the Steelers will do?
There's not that many good offensive linemen on the board. Can you go to the offensive linemen?
Yeah, these are the tackles. That was me.
They're more of a power.
Eichenberg, I think he's good. Ravens is good. There's some decent players.
Ravens is good, but he's quick. I think Leatherwood, because he can play interior. They have him going to guard as well. Let me see what you said. Man, I'm just perplexed about the different scenarios that can happen during the draft and final exams and the pressure that comes with it, my man. I've been there. I feel you. Just take it one step at a time. We're going to be all good. Giants aren't going anywhere. It's just what it is. What it is. Just focus on your schoolwork. The Giants will either make you very happy or make you very, very sad next season. So you have some time to react emotionally. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go. So my pick, I'm gonna go with Alex Leatherwood. I think they have no choice but to reach for an offensive lineman because Big Ben got his ass kicked last year.
All right, interesting. Jaguars on the clock again. See, here's the thing. You can go defense here. I know everyone's saying that they need a safety, and they do. They need a safety. Personally, though, I think the Jaguars, they just drafted Trevor Lawrence. You give him all the help in the world. So you either go offensive tackle here, or you go with my pick of Elijah Moore, who I think is an uber-talented wide receiver.
They have a decent receivers, though. They got DJ Shark. They got D.D. Westbrook.
DJ
Chark. And they have that young guy. What's his name? The guy.
Come on, now. None of the guys you just mentioned are better than Elijah Moore, except maybe DJ Chark, and I don't even think he will be. Dude, you got to get Trevor Lawrence.
Shenault Jr. He looked good. Shenault looked good last year.
Oh, Laviska Shenault. Yeah, I like him. But they play him at running back, receiver. Dude, just load Trevor Lawrence up with weapons. Come on.
That's fine. Get him Elijah Moore. Or Kadarius Toney, another really good guy.
See, but that's the thing. Him and Toney and Shenault are very similar in the fact that they're the after-the-catch guys, right? That just break tackles and play kind of like a running back. But I think Elijah Moore makes sense because you want to get.
He's like a Sterling Shepard 2.0. That's how I kind of see him.
Elijah Moore?
A little bit more speed. I think he'll be out of the slot. I think he has very similar size. He's a good route runner.
He's a phenomenal route runner. For Elijah Moore, I say that he is the quintessential slot receiver. He steps in day one and is a great slot receiver, and I think that he actually looks a lot like Cole Beasley. I think he's going to have like a long 10, 15-year career where he's just one of the best slot receivers in the NFL. May never be one of the best receivers in general in the NFL, but in terms of pure slot guy, I think that's Elijah Moore. But he also played on the outside a lot at Ole Miss and was pretty good too. So I'm just going with Elijah Moore. I think you got to get him his weapons, and I think that he's best receiver on the board.
That's fair. Z's. I think Zavin Collins would kick ass with the Browns, but they don't really need. I think Aziz could drop to 42, by the way. I really do think that. He has knee issues. I was just looking that up today. He has knee issues. He tore his ACL a couple of years ago. There's still concerns about it. He could drop to 40 to like the 40 range, and the Giants could trade up like one or two spots. Wouldn't take much to get there, and they could land Aziz, which would be an absolute monster move for them. But
I think that they would take. I think the Browns, though, like I agree with what you're saying, but for the Browns particularly, I think Barmore is the pick here.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. They need an interior defensive lineman. He's a stud. I think he's the best guy. The drop off after Barmore is absurd at defensive tackle.
Except our boy Aleem McNeil is.
OM makes sense though. OM makes sense here too. I mean, he just isn't very proven. I think Barmore's the move. He's just proven. Or Zavin Collins, because he can rush the passer kind of from like a stand-up linebacker position. They lost Joe Schobert. Who else do they have for linebacker? Anyway?
Also, I'll say though, one thing that we did in or that we didn't do in this mock draft that I would have done if I thought about it sooner, I would have had the Ravens take these picks and move up into the teens and take an offensive tackle.
Okay.
But that's just me. I think that now they're just going to settle for the best tackle on the board at one of these picks. Not going to be the best player.
Go with Barmore.
All right, let's go Barmore. So then what do you think? You know, you got the Ravens. Everyone wants them to go receiver. Everyone wants them to go with Terrace Marshall. You know me, I'm not as high on Terrace Marshall as you are.
Yeah,
as a lot of
Browns
people
cut
are.
Sheldon Richardson. That's a good point. Who are you looking at? I mean, Zavin Collins and Patrick Queen would be sick. But I think on the edge, they kind of have to go. Joe Tryon makes sense.
He does. But I don't know. Yeah, he does make sense.
Trayvon Moehrig at safety makes sense too.
And then, they need a tackle. They just trade away Orlando Brown. You have Cosme here. He makes sense as well. And then everyone really desperately wants him to go with Terrace Marshall, and I think that he would be a good pick for them as well.
He would be an amazing pick for them. Are you kidding me? That probably would be the move.
Probably you want to pitch. Oh, shit, it's my pick. Oh, sorry. I thought it was your pick. Oops. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go Terrace Marshall for them right here. And then I think they're going to circle back around for a tackle at 31.
By the way, I've seen Freiermuth pop up a couple times. I love Pat Freiermuth. He's like
I do too.
He's the exact tight end. He would dominate with the Giants, I think. He's exactly what Jason Witten is looking for in a tight end. A big, powerful guy, big body. Jason, what did I say?
Witten.
Oh, Jason Witten, yeah. Jason Garrett. That's exactly the type of guy he's looking for. He's a tank. What's going on? Fireside Fire. Much love, my friends. Really appreciate it. So you went Terrace Marshall. I got, let's see, you got CB as a need and wide receiver and edge. Wide receiver and edge. Aziz, they play a 4-3, don't they? The Saints?
Yes.
Or do they not?
Yes.
They do play a 4-3, okay. So Tryon makes sense to me. Cornerback.
He's a 3-4 guy.
He's 3-4. Okay.
He's definitely 3-4 guy.
On the edge.
I think he actually does make a lot of sense with the Steelers. If that was my pick, that's who I would have went with.
Yeah, wide receiver, edge, linebacker. Zavin Collins might be a guy you can't pass up on.
I think that he makes a lot of sense there as well. Next to Mario Davis, they have a pretty similar playing style, so it might make sense. And I think that Kadarius Toney makes a lot of sense for them as well. So
that's true. I could go with Kadarius Toney there. Also, they just lost Drew Brees, so they have who's there now? They have Jameis Winston.
Yep.
You're gonna have to get.
Yeah, I agree. Brendan.
I say, yeah, Brendan.
I agree with Brendan.
I agree with
him and Michael Thomas, perfect pairing. It's kind of like a fire and ice kind of thing, you know. I think that's a really good fit. So
yeah, go
your pick, Alex.
Yeah.
All right, cool, nice one. That sucks for the Packers.
Yeah, they probably they need wide receiver, offensive tackle, cornerback. They kind of got screwed there. Sorry, Packers.
I think you see a run on receivers at the beginning of the second round or the end of the first round. I think that you see them just take the best
because those are the best players. Those are the best. Those are the players that probably have the highest grades at this point. You know what I mean? Like everyone else is like, okay, let me get it. Rondell Moore to Green Bay. I can't believe
Zavin's fallen this far though.
Dude, Rondell Moore to Green Bay. I love that low key. I kind of low key like that.
Yeah, I do too. I think I'm a little bit lower on.
Dude, Moore and Aaron Rodgers would be stupid together. Are you kidding? Imagine that. Aaron Rodgers would get him the ball wherever he was.
All right, we went with it. I'm a little bit low on him. He's a second round pick to me. I wouldn't take him in the first round.
Yeah, but he's a playmaker. He's explosive, you know.
Also, I gotta pin this comment. You are dressed up really nicely. I'm wearing one of our company, merchandise T-shirts. You guys, I love this shirt. It is so comfortable. You guys should definitely go check it out. Pick one up. Go pick one up on the store.
Yes, sir. So. I'll give you a discount. Hit me up on DM me on Twitter. I'll give you a $5 discount. It's like $15 for one of those shirts, and they're really nice too.
Yeah, they're real nice.
Russo, yeah,
Russo just on that deal.
Russo just dropping like a freaking fly right now. Where we at now? We're at the Bills. Bills always know how to use good defenders too. They need a corner, edge, wide receiver. Jason Owe makes a little bit of sense to me here. They probably get the most out of him. Yeah, let's go with Jason Owe. I think that's the move for them.
Cool. Let's go Jason Owe. And then, again, I want to go Aziz here, but I think that they go offensive tackle. I think they get the best tackle on the board. You get a guy that you think can start day one.
Facts. Samuel Cosmi is the move. Eisenberg is lower on my draft board. I don't think he's there. He's a good option there. I think, Cosmi. Go Cosmi. Let's finish this one up, and then we'll bulldoze one more, and then we'll call it a day.
Well, let's do a giant 7-rounder after this, and we'll speed through that one. But, yeah, I think Cosmi makes a lot of sense here. And then this one's interesting because do they go edge? Do they go Joe Tryon makes a lot of sense here. Do they go receiver?
They kept JPP and Barrett, though. They don't really need an edge, do they?
Not necessarily.
I could see Diami Brown crushing it with Tampa.
I could, too. I absolutely could.
I think they go with the receiver. I think they have the luxury of just pretty much being like, let's just give Tom Brady as many weapons as we can. They kept Chris Godwin. They kept Mike Evans. They still got everybody. They got Cole Beasley still, right? Am I bugging?
They could go running back. They could go running. He's on the Bills.
Yeah, who am I thinking of? They got Godwin. They got Mike Evans. They got Scotty Miller.
They Yeah, Scotty Miller. They did not re-sign Antonio Brown. So
Yeah, let's do it. Eagles kicker only 7 mock round drafts. They just take all the kickers. Okay.
What are you thinking?
So I think you go
You
Diami
want to
Brown.
go Diami? I like Diami. Diami is my WR5 in this class.
I think so.
I really
I
like
think they
Diami.
just might as well get him more. I mean, they got Rondale. They got Rondale Jones. No, Ronald Jones. They got Ronald Jones and Leonard and Playoff Lenny. They got Playoff Lenny, who's not going anywhere.
All right, so Diami the pick?
Go Diami.
Cool. I like that. I'm going to save this one for that. So what's the date? What's today? The 27th.
27th. We're 2 days before the draft. You have to know the date. You got to know the date.
27. Listen, schoolwork. It's tough.
Okay. So let's bulldoze 1 7-rounder for the Giants, and then we'll call it a day.
All right. Sounds good. Let's start a mock draft. Giants. Go fast. Let's go 7 rounds. Ready to start it up?
Old man Gio. Can't believe that guy's still alive. Yes. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Kyle Pitts, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle. We got a trade offer from the Bears and Jackson.
This is the worst deal I've ever seen.
No, we're staying put. We're staying put.
Decline. I like that deal though. Okay, staying put. Trey Lance is on the board. You know the haul. Do you know the haul that the Giants would get if Trey Lance is on the board at 11?
I mean, the Patriots would probably give up a ton of capital.
The freaking Bears, the Washington football team. Like,
yeah, but dude,
that is like the only time you see in a division. Oh no, I'm just saying we can stick and pick here, but I'm saying in this, if Trey Lance is on the board here for the Giants, they are absolutely getting a haul if they decide to trade back. They're getting like 3 first-round picks out of that.
That's true. That's true. So, what do you guys think? You think Michael Parsons or Vonta Smith? You went Smith in the last one, but you might have to do it again.
I say we go Michael Parsons here so that we can get some variety in it, and because me personally, if I were the GM, I would be going Parsons here.
Yeah,
it's up to you.
You want to go Parsons? You want to take a little change, a little shift?
Yeah, let's go a little different here. Let's go Parsons.
All right, let's go Parsons. I mean, I'm okay with that. The guy's a freaking animal. Stud.
Yeah. This is like the perfect trade down scenario, though, if Trey Lance and Mac Jones are on the board. Gotta point that out, but I'm going Michael Parsons. We went to Devontae Smith last time. Trey Lance goes to 20. Okay.
We're going Parsons. Sorry, guys. We did Smith on the last one. Screw you, Green Bay. We're sticking
trade up and get a receiver. I think we get a good receiver at 42, though. What are we thinking? Decline this? Do we want to just stick and pick this whole draft?
Yeah, stick and pick it. Because I think this draft is not the best value because we don't know enough about these players. Mac Jones is dropping like a fly.
Yeah, this is not I don't know if this is the most realistic mock draft, but
Jeez Louise.
You want to take Mac Jones here? He makes sense.
Yeah, if he can play wide receiver, guy's big belly. No way he's running a 4.3. A wide receiver. Who we got on the board right now? We went with Micah Parsons. Probably best to go offensive lineman here. Leonard Dickerson's injury history scares me. Creed Humphrey's a lefty center, but I do like him. Rondale Moore, awesome. Dude, Rondale Moore, man. I still can't get over it. If you guys haven't watched Rondale Moore's highlights, they're stupid.
He's not on my board for the Giants at 42.
Yeah, I know, but he's stupid good.
Diami Brown, though, on the other hand.
You got to go with, I guess, Diami Brown at 42 makes sense. Mac Jones at left tackle or right tackle.
Personally, though, my pick is Wyatt Davis or Creed Humphrey. Landon Dickerson, I think he's off my board in the second round.
Wyatt Davis
injuries are bad.
Wyatt Davis looks exactly like Will Hernandez to me.
Well, that's a good way to scare everybody.
Yeah, no, I know, but I think he has more potential than Will Hernandez because he actually has played against like elite level talent, whereas Will Hernandez came from UTEP, smaller school. I think that he comes out a little bit more refined. I think he has a little bit more to him. The only problem I have with Wyatt Davis is that he's kind of slow in space. Like, he's not even kind of, he is slow in space. Yeah, and we run this power gap. He is, but we run a power gap scheme. I don't think he has the speed to get across the line of scrimmage if we're running power gap and he's pulling guard. I really just don't think he has the speed for it. I think Will Hernandez, by the way, guys, I know after looking at Will Hernandez, he dropped weight. He got faster. And I think they wanted him to get faster and smaller so that he could be that pulling guard. He's our starting left guard, in my opinion. I think that's what they wanted him to do. They wanted him to drop a little bit of weight so he could get faster. And I think he did that. I think he's going to come into this season a little bit lighter than last year. And he's going to be more of a pulling guard because that's why they had Shane Lemieux. He just didn't fit the scheme anymore. Like, they really just phased Will Hernandez out of our scheme. But I think you kind of can't pass on Wyatt Davis. You know? That's kind of how I feel.
I think you can. I actually personally think that Creed Humphrey, you just mentioned all of the reasons why, because Creed Humphrey is one of the most athletic big men in this class. He's a lefty center, so you can move him right over to offensive guard and have him play left guard, right guard. I think that, I think Creed Humphrey would be my pick here if we're set on going interior offensive line.
He's a mean.
Then I would go Diami Brown. I'm so high on Diami Brown. He would be my pick there. But if you're going interior offensive lineman, I think it's down to Creed Humphrey or it's Wyatt Davis or Quinn Miners if you're really ballsy. But I think he's going to be a center in the NFL. He actually reminds me a lot of Nick Gates in some ways.
He does. He really does, actually. I think Creed Humphrey's the move because he has the experience and he also knows how to play multiple positions.
We're going Creed Humphrey.
Yeah,
that's my pick.
Yeah, good look. Ti. Creed's also versatile.
He's versatile. He's a good player.
I agree.
I think he's my pick there. Diami Brown to the Colts. I like that. Nico Collins to the Chiefs. Now I really like that. I watched a little Nico Collins today. I'm starting to rise up my board.
He's a strong receiver. I like him.
All right, this is fun. There's some good receivers on the board right here.
I like low key like Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think he'd be a good replacement for Sterling Shepard one day.
I did the film breakdown on Amon-Ra St. Brown. I came away because people were telling me this guy's going to be phenomenal at the next level. My expectations came a little high. I did the review. I said, okay, this guy is really good. He's not going to be a wide receiver one on any team. He doesn't need to be.
That's why he's a third-round pick, though.
And this is funny because the last USC receiver that I said this about was Michael Pittman. When Michael Pittman came into the league, I said he is going to be a perfect WR2 for a team. Like, if a team has a number one receiver who's really good, Michael Pittman will be that perfect WR2. I see the exact same thing with Amon-Ra St. Brown, except I actually might even see a little bit more upside in some ways. I actually really like Amon-Ra in the third round. I think that is a perfect pick for the Giants. But you got to look at this receiver board. There are some other players. You got where's Jalen Darden? Josh Palmer, a lot of people are really high on. Shea Smith, I really like. Jalen Darden's all the way down here. Maybe you can double dip later on. You can always double dip.
You can double dip later on. I mean, I think Amon-Ra St. Brown's the move right now. I think he'd be a very good player to develop.
I think that I don't think he needs much development. I think he steps in right away as number one.
Oh, I agree. He reminds me. It's like a weird blend of like Tyler Lockett and Shepard and Sterling Shepard.
Tyler Lockett's a pretty interesting comparison.
He reminds me so much of Tyler Lockett. Every time I watch Amon-Ra St. Brown, the way he moves, the way his body moves, and like the physical nature of him, like he reminds me of Tyler Lockett.
Lockett was a WR1 though. Let's not get that twisted. But
yeah, fringe. But I'd say he's like there.
No, there was a time where Amon.
There's a time where but also it's because Russell Wilson would just launch freaking like 50-yard, 60-yard passes downfield, and he would just run under them, probably even further than that. Actually. Yeah.
All right, so we still haven't addressed edge at this point. I don't know if we ever will.
Aleem the Dream.
Yeah, I think you know what I want to say here. Now, here's the thing. You guys know how much I love Aleem McNeil. I fought tooth and nail for him at the beginning. I really put him on a hype train for a lot of Giants fans and a lot of draft fans. A lot of people, as soon as I started talking about Aleem, a lot of other fan bases, a lot of just people in general started talking about Aleem. I think that Tyler Shelvin is really good too, though, and I think that for what the Giants want to do at nose tackle, this guy is the pure run stuffer. This guy is literally, at his best, he can be the next Damon Harrison with his run stuffing ability, but he will not provide anything in pass rush. And you know me, I love pass rushers, and I love Aleem McNeil, so that's who I would go with, but just want to throw that out there about Shelvin.
I think Dylan Moses could fall a couple rounds.
Yeah, Moses is going to go on like the fourth, people are saying.
Yeah. Gettleman is antsy about getting a defensive tackle. Yes, he is. He always is antsy. He would go defensive tackle every round if we let him. Son of a gun. But yes, Aleem McNeil.
Yeah, let's go McNeil.
Snacks Jr. I think we go Aleem because he has the pass rush ability. He can move around. They can get creative with how they use him. So I like that a lot. He can plug those A gaps
Yeah.
pretty well.
I do think Shelvin is like Snacks Jr. though. I'm not gonna lie. I really like Tyler Shelvin, but
he'd
I
be
do
better
think
in a 4-3.
I like McNeil more.
He'd be better. I mean, although like Dalvin Tomlinson really was just a run stuffing guy, he might be a good guy just to plug in that nose tackle.
Which is why I think Shelvin's a really good fit with the Giants.
Yeah, but I think McNeil has the ability to be an elite run stopper too.
Oh yeah, he's a really good run stuffer as well. But I don't think he's the run stuffer that Tyler Shelvin is. But he's by far the better pass rusher and way more athletic. So
big freaking blue, baby.
Yeah,
I feel you. I feel you. Where we at now? We don't have a fifth round pick.
This is a beautiful draft. The Giants came away with these first 4
That's
picks.
a sick draft. You should post that. Actually, send that to me. I'll post it on Twitter because that's a really good draft so far. McNeil disrupts. He does disrupt. Jeez, like wow, we had no picks
pocket pusher
there.
He pushes the pocket. Yeah, we didn't have a pick for a while. I love Thomas Graham Jr. out of Oregon. You know that.
The corner. Yeah. He showed up at the Senior Bowl. He crushed it. He crushed the Senior Bowl. And we know how much the Giants freaking love the Senior Bowl. They pick everybody from the Senior Bowl every freaking year. So Thomas Graham, easy decision. It's going to be Thomas Graham.
You have the same line of thinking as me. I think he's a really talented player. And the Giants love Senior Bowl players. He stood out there. So I think that nice pick there. I like that a lot.
Yep. And we're on the board again already. What do we need still? Wide receiver, edge, corner. We just drafted those 3 positions. Why exactly are they still needs? Linebacker.
Wide receivers crossed out. We didn't draft
I can't see it. Sorry.
Linebacker and CB though.
All right. Can you go to linebacker for me? Daniel Jones from the Senior Bowl. That's a fact.
Dude, we did draft Michael Parsons.
Oh, we got Michael Parsons. Sorry. I'm bugging.
I think that you got to go edge here, but to be completely honest with everyone, I'm not super familiar with any of these. Oh, I actually do know Jonathan Cooper. I actually like Jonathan Cooper. I do. But he's a rotational guy, but we are in the 6th round, so of course you're looking at a rotational guy. Adalberto. Much love, my friend. We've been working really hard to get as much coverage as possible for you guys. Means a lot for us. I'm in finals week right now. I am slammed with work, but still Anthony's for you guys.
Grinding out right now. You have all your tests tomorrow, right?
No, I have them spread out throughout the week. It's really scary.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I do have a big test tomorrow, and it's not even a final. And then I have the final in that class Saturday. So I don't know, Friday or Saturday or Monday. I don't even remember. I'm not prepared for it. I have an exam Saturday. I have an exam Friday.
Lord save you.
A huge paper due Friday, and it's not a final. Yeah, but I'm just tonight. I think I'm staying up to like 5 a.m. and doing as much homework as I can, so that I can cover the draft with you guys tomorrow and sit and watch it for 4 hours from 8 to 12. Take that off, and then So I think tonight I'm gonna be up really late trying to get ahead on this homework so that I can do the best coverage possible for this draft. I can't wait for this draft. Can't wait to spend this live stream with you guys back-to-back days, Thursday and Friday, and give away some of these awesome shirts. I love this shirt. You guys you got to try this shirt.
I wear that thing to sleep. I wear that thing to the gym. I wear that thing on dates.
You know what, dude? I like the way it fits me. It's like nice here, nice on the chest. And this is a large, and I'm usually a medium, but like I like the fit of this. I've been getting more larges, and I think that's been better for me. This is a really comfortable shirt, though. Love it.
Yeah, that's a fact. So people want us to go running back here. Let's wrap up this draft.
All right. Personally, thank you guys for wishing me good luck. And yes, I know the distribution of those tests is terrible. I'm pissed at my professor, and he won't email me back. That's gonna be a whole big thing. I might have to email the school. It's a problem.
I can guarantee you, ever since Anthony has been wearing this Kenny Galladay shirt, he has been a lady magnets.
I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I was I have a girlfriend now, but ever since I grew this out.
How do you think you got the girlfriend, guys? He wore the t-shirt.
Well, she told me that last night. She told me this had a lot to do with it, and I've had a lot of women. If you guys can grow facial hair and you don't have it, think about it. All right, think about it.
I can't. I can grow it. It just doesn't look good. I'm better looking like a baby face. I'll just wear the t-shirt. I'm fine.
Yeah, wear this. This is fire. I step out and people are like, dude, nice shirt. That's a good looking shirt. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
All right. Me personally, I'm going Jonathan Cooper here. I actually really like him as a rotational pass rusher, but what do you think, Alex? If you want to just go Jonathan Cooper, we can just bang out the rest of this.
Yeah.
I think this is our last pick anyway.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So might as well address the edge. Get our rotational guy.
Yeah, we have 6 picks. And Gettleman is happy with it. He's happy with our 6 picks.
Dude, I love this draft though.
Can you send me it? Can you take a picture of it and send it to me, please?
Yeah, I'll do the save thing at the end. You can save it.
Okay. I have a beard and a mustache.
Nice.
A beard and a mustache. A mustouche. A beard stash.
Alrighty. This is what we went with, guys.
That's a hell of a draft.
I'm posting this as well.
Creed Humphrey, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Ali McNeil, Thomas Graham, Jonathan. That's a crazy draft, bro. I think we just won. The draft for the Giants. Felton would be a huge help to Danny Dimes. I don't know much about Felton. I have to look into him a little bit.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, though. I'm ready to see what they do on draft day. I am so.
Yeah, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's a literal A+ draft. It's a literal.
I agree.
Standout draft, my friend. We just won the draft for the Giants. They should just hire us to make these selections. But again, I trust Joe Judge. I trust his judgment. Hey, that's a good pun. I trust his judgment. Get it?
Yep, I get it.
Hey, I got a laugh out of it. Super Bowl or bust.
I'm happy with the way that draft went.
It's a fact. That's a fact. Anyway, guys, appreciate all the love and hanging out with us. Doing a couple mock drafts where we go. We'll post one more video tomorrow with our final mock draft.
And we might honestly use that one.
We might just use that one and talk about each player and why we did it. I think that honestly was a home run draft. I think I'm pretty content with that one.
And I think we're doing our final draft boards as well for the Giants. Because if you look at the Giants' top 6 draft board, according to Matt Lombardo, from what he's heard from the league sources, it's interesting. And I have some disagreements with it. So I want to do my top 6 versus the Giants' top 6. Thank you, Ross. I'm going to need all the luck I can get. Thank you so much.
Facts. Yeah, I'm super excited, guys. I really hope to see everybody on the live stream on draft day. We'll be doing it for the entire time. We'll be going through every pick. We'll be reacting. We'll be doing all the good stuff and be giving stuff away to you guys. So hopefully you will be there to actually get the free stuff I am excited to give out. But as always, thank you so much for tuning in to Fireside Giants, hanging out with us and being awesome and being really cool because we love you guys. We do this for you every single day. And as always, thank you so much. And we'll catch you guys on the next video.